wanna eat some of this hideaway. There's a lot of height in this tree. And by bending this tree, I'm actually taking the height of it down considerably. See how that looks. What's going on, guys? It's the Black Bonsai Guy, and I'm back here again today. Today, I will be styling a cypress tree that I got. I believe this is an Italian cypress, not 100% sure. I found a guy out here in Tucson who is getting rid of a bunch of things. And actually, I posted some of his information on the Hunting and Shopping for discounted plants. He had some cypress, pretty good deal on cypress. So I couldn't pass on it. So what I'm thinking about doing, I'm thinking about going with a slant style. See, it naturally wants to go that way. I could, you know, put a little bend in it and maybe come back this way, or I could leave it like that and kind of start developing branches underneath, kind of pulling those out. Now that I've actually put a little bit of curve in it, I kind of actually like that. So I think I'll go with that. The problem with this tree is it's in a whole bunch of soil. Don't know if you guys can see that. I'm not sure what the root flare looks like. So I'm going to be keeping this branch in there regardless. So without further ado, let's get to it. This is a freestyle. Didn't kind of do too much thought on it. You know what? I picked out 4 of them. So for this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and let's see if we can. We don't have much to work with other than this branch here and this branch here. Not a lot to work with, so let's just kind of clean this up a bit. I know for sure I want this going here and maybe wrap the tree that way. I think I'm gonna have to reduce it in height some. Let's just get to wiring. Okay, so see if we can use this wire that works. Let's see if we can go down in size. And all I did was I just rolled my wire out, and if the wire can hold the tree like that, this wire is strong enough, so we don't need that heavy duty one. And what I just do is I kind of go around and I try this whole test out on a bunch of wires just to see. I think this may be a little too flimsy. Yeah, a little too flimsy. So we found our wire that we want to go with. And let's go ahead and get us a little bit rolled out. We know we want to go to the top, but we also want to anchor this into the ground a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a nice piece here. All right, now let's go into our soil here and we'll start wrapping this tree. And we're going at 45-degree increments. And I know I want this one to go over there. I do see some areas. I'm being careful on what I'm gonna cut now because we do have quite a bit of branch development that we need to work on. And I just wanna make sure I leave myself as many opportunities as possible. Go right on the outside of that. And tree is in okay shape. I see some signs of, you know, drier or I won't say dead yet, but there is some signs that the tree needs some water, which is not a problem. We can give it some water. It's a cypress, so it won't need a lot of water, but I will start hydrating this tree so that we can get some food into it in about a month. So I'll probably hydrate it for a week or so, start giving it real low balance 444 fertilizer. That's the NPK I'm gonna go with. Let me just clear out some of these needles. Again, being very careful about what I decide to cut off, because this tree, I wanted to put on some growth, and a lot of the growth that it can potentially put on, I don't want to cut that off. I want to take advantage of as much of this branching as I possibly can, but realizing that, you know, all the branches of what this tree needs, let's say in 8 years or so, they're not on this tree today. All right. So that's some preliminary wiring, just going around, making sure that if I can go below armpit or elbow of the tree, that I am going above it, or when I can, just making decisions on the fly. That's what bonsai is. And that's what makes it fun. Okay. So it goes this way. I want to put a little movement into the tree, but I'm not going to do it yet. I want to start wiring some branches where I possibly can. I'm taking some of these branches off the back here, off the bottom. And the reason why I'm doing that is because we have 5 or 6 branches or so coming out of one point. And what that's going to do is going to cause some inverse taper. So I may even have to take this thick one off and allow, I think we should be able to do it. I think we should be able to clean it up, even if we have to make multiple cuts. As you can see, I took some of that inverse taper, or the bulging rather, that was coming about. Just kind of took that off a little bit. I'll leave these other ones, take those off. I see I have some little bitty ones in there. Just taking that off, breaking some of this energy up. Maybe I'll leave that there. I think that taper eventually one day will be appropriate. Now I wanna get this branch down. It's a little too long, but it may be needed for balance. So let me find an appropriate wire. This is a 1 millimeter and this is 1.5. I think I want to go with the, I got a little scrap piece of wire here. Let's see if we can follow. I just followed the the old pattern of the other wire, and I'll just roll this over. Come on, don't you break on me. All right, we got that going out. You just make sure that that's gonna hold. Looks like it will. Trying to use all these old pieces of wire is not optimal. I'm not a guy who really cares about, you know, the aesthetics of my wire. As long as it gets to the end goal. I'm just trying to see what makes sense. Maybe if I come down this way, go back underneath. Yeah, let's do that. Oop, that's not gonna work. I need a little bit more. Let's come down. So I'm just going back into that wire. I'm gonna come up through here so I can structurally get that support. And I'm hoping this is enough to hold this tree in place. There we go. Got this branch over here. And now all I'm gonna do is just kind of look for opportunities for what makes sense in terms of wiring. I got a handlebar over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. Some of these are too small to wire up now. We'll come back a couple years from now and wire them up appropriately. Want them to branch out a little bit more. Let's see, we got a couple branches coming out of the same point over here. Take that out. We just gotta be careful and methodical about our prunings during the year. Once this starts to put on some growth. Turn this around so I can see. And by the way, I think this is gonna be the front of my tree. So I'm just going in there with my melon cutter, kind of cleaning things up a bit. Anything that's growing in my direction, I'm taking it off. We call those eye pokers. Just removing that. Trying to put some air between these branches. Got quite a few over here. And this bonsai is gonna take a while to get where it needs to go. It needs to continue to grow out. Got a branch over there that we may want to wire. Actually, we got a couple branches over here. Let's just make sure these are not coming out the same spot. And not. Looks like we can move one over here, maybe one over there. Yeah. Let's see. Clean this back up a bit. And this is your bonsai, so you get to make the decision on what stays and what goes, what is aesthetically pleasing to you. I think I'm gonna go with a slightly thicker wire. I think that 1.5 would have held it, but nothing worse than working on a bonsai and you get to the end and you realize that that wire just isn't holding good enough. So I got 2 branches over here that I'm going to wire together. Then I'll come back and clean it up. See if we can get the same angle here. Pull this out. Boom. Cypress actually smells pretty good. So we got that anchored there. I want to come on. Had a branch in my way. Come on. Come down. And this is on the back side of the tree. Let's make sure that this at least looks quasi-decent. And boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Wrap this around. All right. Get a drink of water. It gets warm when you're doing bonsai. Or at least I get warm. Whoa. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So just going up the tree, looking for branches that make sense to wire. We got a couple in there that will fill some space. Let me just do a better job over here. All right, let's get this 1.5. Actually, we can use some 1 millimeter. See a couple branches that we can wire. Let's go ahead, come down on this angle. Boom. And take this one and bring this over. Okay, we're getting some structure in there. I could leave these in here, but I think it's kind of dense in this area. I want maybe 1 or 2 to grow in. I'll kind of show you from this view. I want something to maybe grow in this area, and I'm counting on those branches, but we do have some that could get cut off. We just had too many. A couple on the back end here. We'll kind of leave those alone. So now what I'm gonna do, before I wire any more of the top, I'm gonna see if I can get some movement into this trunk. Okay. A little bit of movement there. And the front is towards you guys. Nice aggressive bend there. I think we need to bend this down a little bit more. All right, tilt it back. All right. Okay, we're making a little bit of progress here, a little bit of progress. I'm gonna just clean up some more of these branches in the back. Put some more air between these. Let's see. Now, something's telling me to top this tree right here and make one of these the new leader. But I don't know. So I really didn't look at the roots yet. The root, you really need to see the roots because you don't want too much. Let's say the root flare is down here at the middle of the pot. So you're gonna have the middle of the pot with the root flare coming out right here. Then you come all the way up, then you got your first branch here. We need something in this area, and I'm kind of counting on these branches to do their thing. I think, let me just kind of, that would work. I think I could wire the whole thing. So let's go ahead and do it. Slightly taller bonsai, but it's my tree. And the good thing about it being my tree is I get to do what I want to do. And it looks like we got two, this diverges. Okay, so we definitely want to, we got a little inverse taper over here. Well, not inverse taper, we have a situation that would lead to inverse taper. I'm going to see if I can put a little rooting hormone on that and grow that into its own tree. So let me clean this up a little bit back here. All right. Okay, so let me see. I want to go back this way. We'll come and clean all of this up. So we got the nice bend in it, a little bit that way. Let's see where we're going to clean up here. So I know for sure. Just trying to see what makes sense. I don't think this branch is doing us any good. Let's take this off. See what I did there. I think we got too much in this area here. we fix that. Boom, boom. Got another one here that's poking us. Boom, boom, boom. So after looking at this, I think I might want to, let's see, if I could get some more movement down here. Let's see. Got a little bit more of a bend. Okay, let's go ahead and top this one. So let's go back this way. All right. I think we need these branches here. This one is not adding any value. Let's take that off. Put that there. Do we really need that one? I don't think so. Let's take this off. Let's take that off. Okay, now we got some air in the branches. I'm going to wire these. Let's take this one off. Okay, let's get a little wire in here. A little bit of wire. A little bit of wire over here. And boom. Pull up. Come on. Okay. That's decent. Bring those down a bit. And we're just working our way up the tree to see what makes sense. I don't like this one. It's got a ugly little knot. So I'll take that off. And come around on the back. I don't need this one. Boom, boom. Let's see. Let's see. I don't really gain anything by having this here, so I'm going to remove it. Make sure that goes down nicely. All right, let's get our leaves up. Let's look at this back side. A couple branches we could keep, but I'm just gonna cut these off a little bit just to put some more air in there. that here. There we go. There we go. So I got a nice little triangle going there. Let's take this off for now. We got so much going on over here. I could always reduce the height of this tree in the future. Maybe even pull, maybe even let that grow out. Kind of fill up that space a bit. All right, let's see. My wire job is horrible, but you don't need to go crazy on these when they're this tender. But definitely want to make sure you get them growing in the right direction. This is one of those times where I'm wishing I would have went with a thicker wire so I could put a little bit more bend into this. I'll let this grow out a little bit more. Okay. So I want a little bit more bend in this trunk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more wire, just kind of halfway up the tree, maybe to about right there, just so I know that this is going to stay in place. I don't want it moving on me. I bent it several times and it's sprucing back on me, so that's telling me that this tree is pretty dehydrated right now, and once you get some water on it and it starts to grow, it's going to want to do what it wants to do. And I don't want it to do that. I want it to do what I want it to do. So I'll just follow my natural. I think I went the wrong direction there, but let's see. We should be able to correct. All right, so let's see. Just looking at this wire's old curve. I'm trying to follow it to the best of my ability. It's a little ugly, but in 8 years or so, this will look sweet. All right. Get this down here. Got that right there. Okay, bend this back like that. Let's see, let's bring this down a bit, bend that down, bend that down. All right. Maybe put a little bit of, so that's it. This is all I want to do to this for now. Once these other branches set up, we'll come back and make some more refinements to the tree. As you can see, you have the triangle that we're going for here. We need this to kind of balance it out. I'll try to get a little bit more bend into this trunk, because we got an opportunity to really make this tree shine by bringing it down. And the best way to bring this tree down is to bend it. All right, let me show you the front again, because you guys are looking at the back right now, which probably doesn't make too much sense, but this is the front. You guys are looking at the front now. We just need these to kind of grow out and give us some meat and potatoes. We got this one set up over here on the side. Let me just bend this over. Hold this in place. So what I'll do now is I'll come in there and I'll cut the tips. Just kind of shrinking the tree up a bit. I think I'm gonna take this back to any of the new growth green. I took that off. Just shrinking the tree down a bit. So the front again. Let's go ahead and get that. I like that. Trying to think, should I wire this one now or let it grow out a little bit more? Ooh. I like that little minor adjustment I made. So let me put some of this 1.5 on here. Get a nice little cut of the 1.5. And we will follow the inside. Come on. Boom and boom. And I think I'm gonna take this black wire up the tree. It's not enough. Let's go ahead and just wire this this limb right here. Come on. Little too delicate to wire now, but we got wire on there. I'll bend this back and leave it there. I do this a lot. A lot of people don't do this, but I leave a little extra wire on there because I know in the future this is gonna grow out and I don't want to pull out new wire to wire the whole tree. So I just kind of do this so it's good. So let me pause. Let me stop right now. And this is not acting right. Let's see. All right. We'll take away everything that's growing on the bottom of the tree. So just making some refinements. We want things to start growing up. Couple of others there. We got some stuff that's growing down over here. Let's clear this up a little bit. You don't need all of this. Don't need any of this once it fills in. And we're just doing some refinements on this tree. There's some knots, using my melon cutter to kind of go in there and get those planes even on the back of this tree. Cut that off. A couple things that could poke us in the eye over here. Okay, we really need a branch over here. Help balance this tree out. I got some stuff down here. Why is you not cutting? Oh. It didn't cut because I was on a wire, y'all. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Let you guys see the front. That's the front that you're looking at right now. All right. Okay. All right, I think I'll leave that for now. Move that over here. It's difficult when you wire these small branches because they always slip out and you run the risk of tearing them or just kind of forcing them into place like I'm doing right now. Okay, let's see if we can. I have to do. Let's clean some things up here. Don't need this branch below. Come on. I'm gonna take this wire off. I'm gonna let these branches grow out a little bit more. I don't like the way this looks. It's a little sloppy. A little too sloppy for my taste. So I'll just take that off for now and just let those branches thicken up a little bit more. But I think that is all for now. So I'll let you guys have a look at the tree again. Put a little bit more bend into it. And the reason I'm bending it so dramatically is I wanna eat some of this height away. There's a lot of height in this tree. And by bending this tree, I'm actually taking the height of it down considerably. See how that looks? I think this is gonna make a fine tree one day. A mighty fine tree. So that's it. It's the Black Bonsai Guy. I want to thank all of my bonsai boys and bonsai girls for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I'll continue to do this. I got a whole bunch of trees I gotta pot up, by the way. I have about 10 to 15 cypress trees from Leyland to Murray cypress. I got these 4 Italian cypresses that I gotta do. So you're gonna see a lot of cypress bonsais coming up on my channel, and I'll do my best to make sure I, continue to drop this content and refine this tree over time. I will be posting updates on stuff like that, because this is what it's all about. I mean, we took that from a pretty ugly tree to something that is, decent. It's respectable. I think the future of this tree is going to be kind of getting this limb down here a little bit. Let's see if we can force that over there now. Getting that limb over there, and the triangle on this tree right now is rolling like that. So I'm going to give this some water, put it outside, and start giving it a little bit of fertilizer. It's the Black Bonsai Guy. I'm out.